What is going on, guys? This is the Club at the Man 1993. I am here to talk about some big baseball news that is probably about a week old, but here I am catching up again on baseball news today and other content. So I will talk about probably the biggest news that's really kind of turned the trade deadline, buzz really on its head, as we have a new name that is out on the trade block. Well, not out on the trade block, but the Nationals are willing to listen on offers. And that is the man who just won the 2022 Home Run Derby this week during the All-Star break, which was Nationals young outfielder Juan Soto, who apparently, now here's what I heard also, before the lockdown this offseason, Soto was offered a 13-year, $350 million contract by the Nationals. He rejected it. He was then offered, this past week, a 15-year, $440 million contract to stay with the Nationals. Soto's only 23 years old, has already played, I think he came up in 2018, yes, because in his sophomore season, the first year after the Nationals didn't have Bryce Harper, which I kept jagging the Nationals saying, yeah, you won the World Series. After Bryce Harper left the Nationals, that's when the Nationals won the World Series. Of course, the guy who replaced Harper, Juan Soto, was, of course, a big part in that. But Soto, though, rejected that 15-year, $440 million deal. Soto, of course, is 23 years old. He's scheduled to be a free agent after the 2024 season. However, though, with the rejection of this deal, the Nationals have been open to trade talks for the young slugger, who I believe they said is still the youngest player on the National League roster. Definitely not on the American League roster, because I know we have Julio Rodriguez, who's only 21 years old, who almost won the Derby and almost beat Soto, but Soto just outdid him. Yeah, so at first when I heard this news, I'm thinking, geez, why would you reject a $440 million deal for 15 years? The only reason why I thought, could be the case is because, where the Nationals are right now as a ball club. They have not been a winning team, a good team at all, since their World Series victory in 2019. And I think they have the worst record in baseball as of today, I believe. So maybe the uncertainty of the Nationals' future could have been a reason why he rejected that much money. Nope. According to an article I found on Bleacher Report, Juan Soto discussed it, which part of it, yes, is worries about the future of the Nationals. But then there's this thing where they're saying that they believe that Juan Soto, I think, believes, and it's not a thing, but his agent's thinking that, he might be wanting to wait because apparently with this contract of $440 million, it's going to be $29.3 million a year. Which, come on, who wouldn't want to be paid that much money? Soto, though, he wants $35 million a year. He basically wants to outdo Mike Trout's contract. So for that to be said, he could, test free agency in 2 years and could possibly get a $500 million contract. So it's somewhat of an uncertainty for the future of the Nationals, but also a little bit of an ego thing there. Which, again, I'm just baffled again to say this. No offense, again, and I agree, because my dad and I have these discussions all the time about how, there's no salary cap in baseball, and free agency and whatnot made it different. How years ago, you played for one team and that was it. Let's just be real here. No offense to Juan Soto, but you're 23 years old. I'm 28. I'm almost 29. I don't make anywhere close to $440 million a year. I would just... It's one thing to want to make your name, with your numbers, but why do you want to make that splash with money? You know, it's like, that just kind of baffled me a little bit. It's like, you know, if it's more so about money, it's like, you want to be more well known for having the richest contract in Major League history. But yet, you know, you're 23 years old. Yes, you're still, you know, ironing out your game a little bit. You know, he's had some inconsistencies. He's put up excellent numbers, though, early on in his career. He's definitely a future MVP, no doubt about it. But come on, man. It's like 15 years, $440 million. Like I said, if I get it if you want to go to a team that's more so going to do contend. Like, you know, the Yankees right now aren't guaranteeing they're going to have Aaron Judge next year. You know, they haven't really, you know, talked contract extensions with him right now. I know that's a team that's interested in Soto. I think the Padres, the Angels will talk about it. Somebody actually posted, because apparently some people have asked, there's been some ball teams reaching out to the Angels about Shohei Ohtani, which apparently there was a mock deal put out. Like, you know, what if they traded Juan Soto to the Angels for Shohei Ohtani, Anthony Rendon, former National, who is out injured right now, and like two other players. I can't remember who it was. But which would be a heck of a trade for sure. But you know, like I said, Juan Soto just easily became like the biggest, you know, name on the trade block. Well, again, they're not like the Nationals are not like pushing to trade him, but they're open to listening to offers for him since he's not willing to sign, you know, like a big extension. Like, you know, that's 2 big extensions. And I think I heard that they actually didn't give him like the private jet treatment or whatnot to the All-Star game, I think, because of this. So, oh, man. So yeah, it just baffles me that you know, you get offered, you know, millions and millions of dollars to play baseball, yet it's still not enough. It's still not enough. So yeah, I'm a little, that came with a little bit of a bad taste when I read that. And I still think Juan Soto is a great young player. Don't get me wrong. He's definitely a future MVP, maybe even a Hall of Famer someday. Who knows? He's 23 years old. He's got plenty of years to do his thing, but this baffles me that people would rather, you know, have the money than put up the numbers to, you know, be remembered by. You know, he wants to have the richest contract in Major League history. Ugh. And like I said, kind of left a little bit of a sour taste in my mouth. So, we'll see. Maybe in a couple weeks. Now, apparently also, I didn't realize this too, the trade deadline is August 2nd this year. Not July 31st, August 2nd. I'm not sure why I didn't read into why. I'm not sure it's because, you know, they extended a few days because the season started later, or something. I'm not sure. We'll have to see what happens over the next week or so with the trade deadline and see, you know, if Juan Soto does end up going somewhere else. So we'll see. So guys, that's my thoughts on Juan Soto rejecting a 15-year, $440 million contract with the Washington Nationals. And again, he did also reject a 13-year, $350 million deal with them this past offseason as well. So what are your guys' thoughts on this? Where do you think Juan Soto will end up going? Do you think he'll be traded this trade deadline, or do you think that he will wait until the test free agency in the 2024 season, where he could look to get that $35 million a year contract? What are your guys' thoughts? Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Be sure as always to slap a like on the video and subscribe for more content on my channel, and follow me on Twitter as well at DemandAirboy93. Until then, guys, I'm checking out. I'll catch you all later. Have a great rest of your day, and peace out, everybody.
Yeah, no, I will surprise. There's no